I'll make it like this. Let me take this. Let's put those there. Take this and we go twist like that. We go boink, 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 boink. Then we get this. We go snip like that. And that's that done, you see. Are you filming?
I am, is that right?
Yeah, fill your boots. Well, here we, what's your name, sweetie? Abbie. Here we are at Land's End. 2014, a beautiful summer's day, the like of which we haven't seen for a while. Today we are making this wonderful silver ring for Abbie, who has got great taste and refinement. Now, if you care to watch, it won't take long, but keep an eye open because I do move pretty quick. Now watch this. Now you see this? You put it there, and we put it there, and then we get, where is it? There it is. This is my leather mallet. Made of leather so that I can hit the silver really hard and it doesn't hurt, you see? When I say hurt, flatten it. If I used a metal hammer, it would be flat as your hat. Here we go. Like so. Let me see your finger. We'll try it for this one. Beautiful. But, you see where it sits just above the knuckle? It is not quite right because we have to make it a little bit smaller. Because
at the end of the day, because my Wednesday date,
back there, I think.
my old mates from
See? I think we might get away with that. We might. Yeah, put it there very gently.
I'm going past it.
Now, what we're going to do now, another try. Ah, that's about, I think we can get away with that. You see? Just above the knuckle. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to cut through here with my fantastic, most amazing, incredibly sharp saw. This one. Listen. Lovely. So, put it this. Turn it over, get it there like this. And with the sharp blade, it cuts through the ends of the silver very quickly. See? And then we take it, we push it together like that, and then we line it up just to make sure that it's in line before I seal it. You see? About there, I think that'll do it. You see? See that? So, what we do now, put it there, and then we has this. This is my magic potion. This is a genuine Victorian bottle that was given to me by Queen Victoria herself when she was a girl. You see, and we take that and we put this in. We take a little bit and we put it on the joint like that. And we put that there, out of the way. Now, in here, down here we have, hopefully, if I've got it, can't see it at the moment.
You've missed it on.
Ah, there it is. This is the silver solder. This joins it all together. So what I need is a little piece of that, which I will snip off with this little pair of snips.
Yeah, that was clever. Yeah, I bet you wondered what to put in there. That was so clever. To think of each one that's got.
Like that. Take this, put it there. On the brush if you can get it, and then we balance it on the joint. Like that. Okay? Right, my darling. Are you brave? Good. Come and stand by me. Grab hold of that. Bring it down. Down. Oh yeah, perfect. Well done. I think a round of applause is in order for that. That was really cool. Okay. Then what we're going to do now this is a dodgy bit. In this pan of water, I have got aluminium potassium sulfate. And most jewellers would use sulfuric acid and water, and that would clean it instantaneously. Unfortunately, after a period of time, it also takes your nails off as well, and makes your hand go manky. So I try not to have any thing to do with acid or anything dodgy like that at all. It takes a little bit longer because I have to raise the temperature of the water, and it will take, if you see, the colour of the ring is all very black. You see? Now by raising up the temperature of the water, I'll put it in there. It takes about a minute. Whilst we're doing that, I'll tell you this. A little story if you like. Would you like a little story? There once was a princess, and she was sat by a pond, enjoying the sunshine and watching the dragonflies fly hither and thither, and a little green frog swam over to her. And he hopped out of the pond and onto her knee. Whereupon he said, "Hello," like that. And the princess said to him, "Is that you, Froggy?" And he said, "Yes, really, I am but a handsome prince that has been turned into a frog by a wicked witch. Now if you kiss me, I will turn back into a handsome prince, and we can be married and live happily ever after." And she said, "Is that so, Froggy?" He said, "Yes." So she very carefully lifted him up and put him in her pocket. And he said, "Oi, aren't you going to kiss me then?" And she said, "No, I'd sooner have a talking frog." Right, now here we go. This is boiling away. So if I very gently take that out, you can see that it's changed colour, it's gone white. You see? And that's taken off all the oxidization. There's the join. It was made just now. We're going to file that away. Right, let's turn that off for a second. That's better quiet, isn't it? Now, with this, we put that lid out of the way, and hopefully this is the file that I use. A half-round file, 180 millimeters, cut 0, which means it's really quite a rough file. If you do a lot of filing like I do, you don't want to mess around with little smooth ones. You want to have a great rough file, which will take off all the bits straight away. And it works a lot quicker. So we've done that. And we file. Lovely, lovely. Look at that, how wonderful. Now it doesn't take long, so just literally like that. There we go. Now that takes it nice and clean, no big lumps there, and then we give it a little bit of rub over with my grey paper. Now this is marvellous stuff, this. I just give it a nice smooth finish like that, and it takes off some of the sort of white coating that's on there from the, what do you call it, aluminium potassium sulfate. Can you say that? Aluminium potassium sulfate.
Aluminium potassium
Sulfate. If you say that, people think you're really intelligent. You see, now what we're going to do is going to put a pattern on it, because look, if we throw it on the finger, it's way too small. It's way too small. Now, to put the pattern on, we put it on the ring stick here, and we just make sure it's in nicely tightly on, and we take this, and in here, I think that'll do it. That's a nice, it's a little tool that you can buy in B&Q. Are you allowed to say B&Q? You can say that. Anyway, there's a little hole in the end which does as a sort of a pattern punch. So this particular hammer here will do nicely. Go boink, like that. And I try to do them in line so it doesn't go anywhere else. So it jumps around like that. Quite a difficult one, this, because it does tend to slide about a bit. Ah, it is wonderful. Will you look at that? Are you excited? Good. Now, what I'm doing is I'm lining them up and just punching the little dots all the way around. And I'm praying that it doesn't go too big. There we go. Already it's got a bit bigger. The last one, here we go. Bang. Right. Put that back in the box. Always put it back in the box. And we give it a little tap like this. You see, I brought it together again, looking good. It's got the pattern on it, but it's not very shiny. So, what we're going to need to do for that is give it a little bit of a buzz with my drill. But before we do, we need to test it because we might have to change its size. Let's have a look. That's not too bad, is it? What do you say? Is that okay? You sure? Right. Because I can change its size if you want. I can make it smaller. Are you happy with it the way it is? Are you sure? Because your hands are warm. I tell you what, we'll finish it and then we can see what... Yeah, I'm here all day. So if you find that it is a little bit big or a little tight, you can also come back and I can undo it.
It's a bit far from your...
About 10 hours?
Oh yeah, no, but I'm here all day. I'm a hard worker. I won't slack off. I'll be here. And so you can always pop in again as you peruse the day and sort of do things. Now here is my little bit of polish. What this does is
Open wide, open your teeth.
scratches that I put on inside. Ah, would you look at that?
Open wide, open, you get the tooth fire.
Oh, I can do that if you want. Now, there we go. Now in here, this is a very peculiar thing, isn't it? Shall I tell you what's in here? Well, what it was, one winter's evening just before Christmas, I was sat here working late into the evening, and the wind was going through the door with a smattering of snow out there, and I heard a like that on the door, and I thought, who can that be? So I went over and I opened the door, and sat there on the doorstep was, guess what? A rat from the farmyard. And he was shivering and he looked at me with his black eyes and his little twitchy nose, and he said in rat language, he said, have you got a job? I said, what can you do? He said, oh, he said, I can dig holes, he said. And I said, really? I said, but I don't really need any holes digging. He said, oh, he said, I'm very good at polishing things as well, he said. So I said, oh, that sounds more like it. I said, I could have you polish my silver rings for me. And he said, I'd be very happy to, he said. Anything to get out of this cold other job that he had. So he hopped in here and he hopped in here, and he's been there ever since. So every time I put a ring in there, that little rat runs round like crazy with a little rag in his little rat hand, and he cleans it all for me. And here it is, look. Get in there. Get it. And that's what he does for a living. It's amazing, really, isn't it? Look at that, shiny as a new ring. So, what we're going to do is this very special blue cloth, which is a Goddard's silver polishing cloth.
Are you sponsored?
Yes, no, but they might see it if you put it on YouTube, and then they might send me some. Land's End Jeweller at Greeb Farm. That's it. You know, they are the best, I tell you. They are really, really. I've tried yellow ones, I've tried pink ones, but the little blue ones from Goddard's Polishing Company is the best, I tell you.
You have to get a bit of discount then.
Well, that's where I get my
Advertising.
files from. HS Walsh and Son. It's really good company. what's that? 180 millimeters, 0 cut. See? It's all good stuff. There we go, that'll do. Now, let's have a try it on and see whether it goes on okay. How's that feel?
That's perfect, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you want to show it on your camera? That's it?
Not too close from it.
Not too close. Da, 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 da.
That's it. Ta-da!
Oh yeah. What have you got?
Lovely.
Ah, it's a beautiful one. May I hold your hand, madam? Ah, it is marvellous. It's what I missed out if I would have made it for you. That's great. Lovely. Thank you very much.